The dark truth about the most expensive dogs in the world. Did you know that a single dog can cost more than a luxury car? And the scariest thing, the high price is not just about status. There is a dark truth behind it that almost no one dares to tell. Why do some dog breeds cost millions of dollars? And what is the real cost, not just financial, behind these animals? Get ready, because what you're about to discover will shock you. Believe it or not, the Tibetan Mastiff, one of the most expensive breeds in the world, has been sold for more than $10 million. That's right, the price of a mansion. But what makes this dog worth so much? Its majestic appearance, its legendary history, or something more sinister? Behind these exorbitant prices, there is a market that is as luxurious as it is dangerous. Clandestine breeders, fierce competitions, and even a black market for rare dogs. For many of these animals, luxury has a price, and the one who pays often is the dog itself. Now imagine that you have just bought one of these millionaire dogs. It seems incredible, right? But what you don't see in the photos and luxurious display cases are the extreme conditions in which many of these animals are born. And worse, the impact this has on their health. Many dogs of expensive breeds face devastating genetic problems. Respiratory problems, compromised joints, and shorter lives are just the tip of the iceberg. Why all this? To satisfy the human obsession with perfection and exclusivity. And it doesn't stop there. What few people know is that in some places, these millionaire dogs have become such extreme status symbols that they are even used as currency in shady deals. The question that remains is, are we valuing dogs or condemning them to a cycle of exploitation and suffering? What does it really mean to love an animal? Imagine spending millions on a dog and discovering that it can't run without feeling pain, or that it can barely breathe. It seems cruel, doesn't it? But this is the reality of many very expensive breeds. Behind the absurd prices, there is a standard of beauty imposed by us, humans, that puts the health of dogs in second place. Let's talk about the untold truth of luxury dog competitions. These competitions, driven by unrealistic standards, have created a race to produce the perfect dog. Breeders invest fortunes in selective breeding to meet these criteria. But do you know what this means for the dogs? Increasingly serious genetic problems and lives full of suffering. And there's more. The market for very expensive dogs also fuels animal trafficking. In countries where some breeds are more valued, there is a veritable puppy smuggling mafia. These dogs are transported in inhumane conditions, separated from their mothers too early and sold as merchandise. Do you think that paying a lot for a dog means quality? Think again. Many premium puppies come from unscrupulous breeders who prioritize profit over the well-being of the animal. They breed dozens of dogs in tiny spaces, without adequate care, just to meet the demand for exclusive dogs. And do you know what's even more ironic? Some of these expensive dogs were originally bred for work, not luxury. Breeds like the German Shepherd and the Siberian Husky, which are now considered status symbols, were once tireless workers, helping out on farms, pulling sleds, or protecting families. But now, they are prisoners of a market that turns them into living trophies. And the cycle of suffering doesn't stop there. Many of these dogs end up abandoned because their owners cannot handle the necessary care and expenses. After all, it's not enough to pay millions for a dog. You have to invest even more to ensure that it has a healthy life. The question is, how far are we willing to go to satisfy our whims? Is the price these dogs pay in terms of their health, freedom, and quality of life worth the luxury and status we seek? They trust us, but are we reciprocating that trust, or are we simply exploiting these animals? The choice is ours, and the impact of this is clearer than ever. So next time you hear about the world's most expensive dog, remember, behind the glamour there may be a dark story that deserves to be told. Dogs are our best friends, but are we being their friends too?